Rain! The 6th day of it. We are on the 23rd day of this month, and it has rained more times than it has not. I fail to see why the people of this isle do not emigrate to the mainland.
Well, I suppose it has what the English would describe as, how do they say, a charm?
Monsieur, you have just arrived in England. This is no anomaly, I swear. Every day the rain, it pours. If it wasn't for the marriage between the king and his new wife, I'd be back at my chateau in a heartbeat.
Of course. You forget. I know you well, Jean.
It is lovely to be able to speak French with someone again. The English have a very poor grasp of our language and our culture, and the food and drink, it's for peasants. You ask for wine and you get mead. Do you plan to stay long?
Not if I can help it. A couple of months. Francis is keen. I represent our nations, especially now as I am ordained. He is worried this new religion Henry has devised might turn the grapes sour between our two countries.
They're very sour over here already.
How is the Church of England?
Confusing. The rules change on a weekly basis, but the king is happy. He gets what he wants. As for everyone else, they just obey.
I am fearful of the deep split within Europe, monsieur. Catholicism is dying throughout the continent as people turn to science, and the rise of Protestantism has become ever more prominent. Oh, I noticed even you have turned to science since living here in England.
It is fascinating, is it not?
Well, you certainly have quite a collection.
Discovery is important, George. Are you familiar with the findings of Copernicus?
No, I stay away from the philosophers. As one devoted to religion, they tend to rock the boat.
Our way of viewing the globe is changing. When we look into the sky at night, the universe seems to spin around us, but the science says otherwise. The philosophers believe we might be moving around the sun. It's unbelievable.
Interesting. That our way of life should be governed by science. What's next? Our rulers will be telling us how to live our lives because the science says so.
But should religion and science not complement one another like hands in gloves? There's no need for the two to be at war.
Does it not scare you? What happens after life? If you give your life to science, do you not fear God? Of angering him by meddling with things which don't concern us? The universe is not present for us to go poking our noses in. Our life, Jean, is here on Earth, where we are supposed to be. Life on Earth is limited. In heaven, it is everlasting. Yet as a people, we seem less content with life than ever.
Do you remember what my motto used to be in France?
Remember, thou shalt die. Of course we die. That is why people turn to religion. It gives one hope that there is more after death.
But one day, we'll be but as this. Our spirit will live on, yes, but soon we'll be disconnected from our corporeal form. On Earth, there is always something new to discover. Our lives too short. This is the one thing that forever chases after us.
What?
Death.
Well, that's morbid.
True, though. From the minute we're born, the countdown starts, and the thing is, none of us knows quite how much sand is in our timer. Ah, that's us, right now. Our sand is sinking.
I did not come all the way to England for a lecture on mortality, Jean.
No, but you came to visit me. Why is that?
Well, we've discussed the matter already.
Have we? I don't remember directly discussing anything.
In a roundabout way, yes.
Explain.
No, you'll get angry.
Well, how do you know if you don't say it?
The king is worried about you.
Francis, you mean?
Yes. Our king is worried about you.
I do not see how that is possible. I've completed all my duties. I'm on first-name terms with King Henry. I go so far as to say I'm the most successful ambassador between our two countries in many years.
And I believe you are doing very well. But you must remember, England is changing, Jean. It is not as close to Europe as it once was. And what with the science and the new religion? Francis is concerned that you may be tempted by what you see.
But he's the one who keeps me over here. If Francis wrote and asked me to return to France, I would go instantly. I mean, really. Do you have any idea what it's like over here? The moaning, the queuing, the wit they call sarcasm. And it's driving me mad.
Look, I believe you. But consider from his point of view. He sees you standing around here with your paintings and scientific instruments and skulls. And he puts 2 and 2 together.
And has made 5.
The point still stands, Jean.
I see. So, this visit of yours, it's not official. You've just been sent to check up on me.
Oh.
Checking I'm a good dog and I'm doing what I'm told.
You exaggerate too much.
What am I supposed to seek permission from you every time I want to go to the ale house or the bear baiting?
Oh, grow up, man!
Don't talk to me like I'm below you! I've worked hard to fit in here. It's not come easy. In fact, the first few months were traumatic. You think you learned English when you studied it at school. Well, go south of the Thames and it's a completely different language. And rather colourful, may I add.
I'm not your enemy, Jean.
I'm not trying to make you one. Just try to see things from my perspective.
I'm a bishop. It's my job to see things from everyone's perspective.
Forget religion for 1 second. I don't want it getting in the way. I want to speak to you as we used to, as my friend, not some religious figure. We were such great friends, Georges.
I hope we still are.
Yes, but right now, when it feels like everyone is turning against me, I need my friend back. Please try, Georges.
I'm listening.
Yeah, it's strange. Now the moment's come, I don't quite know what to say.
Please be brief. My garments are sticking to my body and it is rather uncomfortable.
Are you familiar with the anamorphic perspective?
Vaguely, but I fail to see what this has to do with the King of France.
Humour me for 1 second. It's most popular with the court painters. All to do with angles. Something can look abstract and intrusive from one angle, but the minute you look at it from a specific point of view, it forms a completely different image.
Well, I'm aware of the style, yes.
Well, that's what I feel like. From France, people see me from one angle, but because they see England as a foreign land, they become judgmental of me. In England, they see me as a Frenchman, and they become judgmental as well. No one is seeing me from the correct angle. I'm all jumbled up.
Is this my cue to say that I will look at you from the right angle?
Well, it doesn't have to be 90 degrees, no.
You know what I mean!
Yes, we have a job to do. We are Frenchmen with a very specific role in society. But more than anything else, Georges, you're my closest friend. I would like to spend time with you as we used to, socializing, understanding each other.
What do you suggest?
I have an artist coming tomorrow. I wondered if you would consider a portrait of the two of us, a memento.
Well, is the artist any good?
Apparently. Could be rather interesting. The man doesn't speak a word of English or French, and my German is rather rusty.
Well, look, if it will make you happy, I will. On one condition.
Name it.
The skull has to go.